Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and here's an original UK concert poster for Eric Clapton's fifth and final band from early in his career. As you know, he started with the Yardbirds in 1963, John Mayall's Bluesbakers in 65, Cream in 66, Blind Faith in 69, and then Derek and the Dominos in 1970. Now don't forget, Mr. Clapton is the only ever three-time inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo act with the Yardbirds and with Cream. So once Derek and the Dominos dissolved a year later, like in 1971, he'd be a solo act for the rest of his career. Although it should be noted that his debut solo album, called just Eric Clapton with After Midnight on there, was actually released this summer, ahead of the Layla LP, and in fact even ahead of this particular show. So Clapton formed Derek and the Dominos, as you might know, largely to stay in the background, sort of hide behind and dodge fame and be just one of the guys, if you will. He experienced enough of that with Cream and Blind Faith, all that media pressure that he really wanted to go low-key for this. And so they, just kept things low-key and started playing in earnest on August 1st of 1970. And Eric was just thrilled that in some cases they were in small clubs with just 50 or 60 people, because early on the stipulation was, in the contract writers, you cannot use Eric Clapton's name to sell tickets and, advertise the group. They wanted to go out just as Derek and the Dominos. But this is 3 weeks into the shows, although the poster was probably printed back at the beginning, around August 1st or something. So clearly the Marquee Club in Torquay, England, decided to just sort of ignore that stipulation, because there's nothing hidden here. As you can see, it says in big red letters, Eric Clapton presents his new group, Derek and the Dominos, featuring Eric Clapton. So much for anonymity, right? So this is an original 20 by 30 inch day glow. Look at this red, and is that yellow or is that green? Sort of a hybrid, but a real day glow poster. I believe this has been bootlegged like so many have, but this is absolutely an original printed before the show to sell tickets. And you got at the top there the Marquee Club, which, undoubtedly is sort of a play on words or spelling of London's famous Marquee Club that bands like The Who and the Stones helped make famous. And it's made possible by the pronunciation of the city it was in, Torquay, England, which was a seaside resort town in the extreme southwestern part of England. So besides Eric, there in red letters you have three Americans who comprise Derek and the Dominos, and they're credited well on here. Drummer, once again, Eric, same size print and everything, trying to be one of the boys. Drummer Jim Gordon, bassist Carl Radle, and keyboardist and singer Bobby Whitlock. Although interestingly, Whitlock is, misspelled in the feminine form of the word, B-O-B-B-I for some reason, probably just a typo. But still, without a picture of Eric's new band on this poster, you have to wonder how many punters, would see the poster and say, oh, Eric's new group has a female lead singer, because Whitlock was not a household name. So sort of an interesting mistake there, And also on the bill, as you can see, you have prog rockers, Bram Stoker, not the Dracula author, but the band, and Adolphus Rebirth. And you've got Lights by Acid Head, Chatter by Davy Jones, obviously the compere, or MC as they call them in America. And no, that's not the Davy Jones that is either David Bowie or the Monkees' lead singer, I guess a common name, Davy Jones. And then big letters, Friday, 21st of August, 1970, and lots of details after that I won't go into, but most interesting is the fact it says no membership required, and dress as you like, or I guess as Blind Faith sang the year earlier, do as you like. It fits well. Okay, so this is the full-size poster. Interestingly, I don't have the actual handbill to show you, but I do have a printout of it to show you. This is a handbill for the exact same show in Torquay, England, much smaller. And as you can see, it's kind of a combination of hand-drawn graphics and typewriter setting down at the bottom, quite interesting. And for the wording on this, they did get a little bit carried away. Some of the food being offered includes phallic rolls. It even says, really, in parentheses, phallic rolls. And Davy Jones didn't offer chatter on the handbill, but he's credited with verbal orgasms. Jeez. Orgasms being misspelled perhaps as a safety valve, I don't know, or just a blunder in the typing. But anyway, it's a fun handbill, but much smaller. And almost every collector I know would much rather have the full-size poster. And just this beautiful day-glow, you know, wow, it just really pops. I hope it does on your video monitor, because in person it really smokes. Derek and the Dominos, the legendary Eric Clapton, never been a guitar player like him and never will be again. So it's great to have any original vintage concert poster. Thanks a lot for dropping by. Have yourself a good day, and we'll see you again for something soon. Bye-bye.